Thank you. And a very good evening. Welcome to the show where we invite you to watch people watching the television. It's that sort of finger-clicking good show, because at some point in the next half an hour you're going to be going, oh, I know the answer. Oh, I know the answer. Our champions will almost certainly know the answer. We have the recurring pains back with us. So far, they've been on the series longer than I have. You all right?
Thank you.
Yes? Confident?
No.
That's just as well, because the blacks, we are led to believe, know a tremendous amount about TV. Is that right?
Could be.
Who are you, sir?
My name's Alan.
Hello, Alan. Could you introduce me to the rest of the family?
This is Ken. He doesn't look it, but he's the baby of the family. This is my sister Rita, who is not a black, she's an Everett. This is my elder brother. We think he's our elder brother. He could be our uncle, but he's Ron, and my name's Alan.
He doesn't look all there, does he? Ken, what sort of TV do you like?
I like comedy shows. And I like sport very much.
Rita, what sort of things?
I like sport a great deal, especially cricket, and some comedy.
And presumably, Ron, you're going to be very good at some of the older clips we got lined up.
He was in most of them.
Here comes the first one. Selena will go through her routine, and then 4 questions.
Come on, test me.
You just said you hadn't done anything.
Stop trying to be clever. Just take the book.
All right, but verbatim regurgitation's against my principles.
I'm asking you to test me on it, not throw up on it. Right, now do it properly and don't skip bits.
O-level history notes?
Yes. Bit of pretty bloody brilliant luck, eh? We're doing exactly the same period as I did for O-level.
Prick is a Wonka, sign the rest of the class.
Yes. Yes, now, that was a sort of in-joke that we had in my form. Actually, I was incredibly popular and everyone thought I was great.
I agree with the rest of the class, sign teacher.
Talking all the way through that, I think you've opted out, Ron, haven't you?
Yeah.
He hasn't got a clue.
No.
Right, OK, my little hoofer-doofer brings up your first question. What's the connection?
Well, he's the
The Young Ones, the song, Cliff Richard's song, The Young Ones.
Yes. And question 2.
Neil.
Nigel Planer.
You reckon Oh, she's got it all. Neil had the hole in the shoe. 3. How did he change his taste in music?
Oh, he went on to appear in another comedy programme.
Roll Over Beethoven.
Roll Over Beethoven.
Correct. Question number 4.
Oh,
Turvey.
Kevin Turvey.
Kevin Turvey, you reckon? 4 out of 4. Well done. Well, hello again. You've so far amassed somewhere in the region of 80 points. Is it getting any easier, or are you finding it more nerve-wracking?
It's nerve-wracking.
What do you do during the week? I mean, do you actually watch television and thinking, I wonder what we'll get asked this week?
Well, yes, that does cross your mind, because as each programme goes on, you know, you wonder, you know, the ones that we've had so far, and what are we going to get next,
Right.
you know?
How many TV sets have you got between you?
We flopped them all.
Why?
We rely on Radio Times now, don't we? Yeah. Read it from cover to cover.
OK, here comes your first TV clip.
Of course, astrology claims to have a scientific basis. Astrology claims to have a scientific basis. Of course, it has none. It deals with meaningless jargon, which has been, on which no two astrologers can ever agree. Alas, no two astrologers can ever agree on the meaning of the jargon. And indeed, not only can they not... Give me a moment. Madam, we're dealing with science here.
We're going to deal with astrology, and we are going to change your ignorant attitude.
No doubt, madam, the answer to astrology is a lemon, but let me finish, please.
Well, there we have a lady and a little squirt, and here is your first question. Name this show in 3.
Try this more recently. Is it? No, you can try it again.
It's all gone quiet, isn't it?
Well, we think it might be the Levin interview.
The Levin interview. Let's have a look. Oh, TW3, the clue was the 3.
Yeah.
OK, question 2.
Well, that was Bernard Levin, but I don't think that's the answer.
Yes, of course, you were quite right. It was Bernard Levin. And number 3.
Oh, we used to sing a calypso song.
Yeah, a topical calypso. And 4. Who made the move from late nights to breakfast?
David Frost.
You think the answer is David Frost, and you're right. You got 3 out of 4 on that one. Well done. Now, we've got some stills from the library. Can you tell me the programme?
University Challenge.
Yeah. Who is that chap?
Dan Gascoigne.
Very good, very good. There's another one.
That's Annette Mills. Do you want the other one?
I'd like the title of the programme, I think.
Well, she used to do Muffin the Mule, but I don't know whether that was part
No, I don't think it's Muffin the Mule.
No. Could be. Watch with Mother.
Pussycat Willem.
No.
No, it's not Pussycat Willem.
Pussycat Willem. Well,
No.
actually, that was probably the nearest answer you given so, but Prudence Kitten. Do you remember
Yes.
Prudence Kitten?
Yes.
And another one?
It's,
It's not a pet food.
It's Nigel Stock.
Yes.
You want the programme, do you?
Yes, please. Programme title on this.
ONMD?
Yes, well done. That's very good. ONMD.
Or Mapaloosia.
Prunella
Mapalooza.
Scales.
Well done. Very good. Yes. Oh, well, you did very well on that. And it's 4 to the Blacks, but it's 6 to the Pains at that point. OK. Mind you, you have managed to answer all yours correctly so far. I love the way you lot mumble while these are on.
Well,
Who's
Roger
thumping?
Moore was something Tony Curtis.
Yeah. Question 2. There's something wrong about that.
Well, they were actually together, like business partners, or not business partners. They were actually friends in the series. So they shouldn't really have been hitting each other.
OK. Yeah, yeah, very good. Says it all. Cars.
Tony Curtis drove a Dino Ferrari, and Roger Moore drove...
A Rolls Royce, I think, was it?
I don't... Aston Martin.
What was it?
Registration?
Aston Martin.
Quite right, Ferrari and an Aston Martin.
ST1.
Very good.
Oh, that was a Maverick.
Maverick.
Very good indeed. They are going to take a little bit of stopping. Well done. Now we come on to the point where I'm looking for a famous name, somebody from the television. It might be a character, or it might actually be a TV personality or whatever. There are 4 clues to this person's identity coming. 4 points available if you can spot them from this telephone directory. Always wanted to do this. Can't do it. There you go. There is something about that which will give you a reasonable clue, apart from the fact that it's torn.
Can you guess?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you if you're right.
Somebody like Jeff Cave, it brings to mind.
Oh, sorry, then what I did was silly. I'm sorry, I put you off. It's...
Bert Kwok.
Oh, it's to do with the...
Yeah.
Bert Kwok.
Bert Kwok. Wrong.
Well, Yellow Pages.
Inventive.
Yes, you don't get points for being clever.
All right.
Is this still the same person we're trying
Same person still. Just one person, but you're now down to 3 points because you got 2 props.
It's the Porter's pad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from Porter's pad.
New York. Telephone director in New York. That's not where what's it? Is it James Garner in that detective?
Not her?
No, that's all right. No.
James Garner.
No. OK.
Rockford Farm.
3rd prop, same person still.
Same Ronnie Barker.
Do you want to try one? see if they're yours.
It's like Ronnie Barker.
Yeah?
I'm doing New York.
It's a bit like Alan Wicker, then.
Alan.
Well, it might have been a clue, you know. No. We're down to 1, and I think this is going to give it away. 1 point if you can spot who it is from that.
Oh, Superman.
Anyway.
George Reeves.
Yeah, well done. 9 plays 6. Okay. Here comes your... Walkie talk. How does Samantha...
She twitches her nose.
do it? That was your mouth. Yeah, switches her nose.
Tabitha.
You think it's Tabitha? Okay. Glenn woke up then. Aunt Clara collects something.
Okay, I don't remember. Spells, was it?
Have a guess.
Yeah.
Smells?
Spells.
Don't know.
Spells. She's never been into doorknobs.
Why is Daniel? Oh,
Because he's not, he's not
a witch
magic.
or anything.
He's not magic. He's the only one in the family who can't actually cast a spell. OK, evens at this point, but this is the stage in Telly Addicts where we have some amateur dramatics. A couple of bus drivers who we found down in Barry Island on the amusement lake there.
You should have been here in the night, young man.
In the night? Why?
I don't know, and I won't ask you what you've been up to. But it must have been something really special that you never heard the storm.
I heard it.
Did it not occur to you what effect it might be having on the animals here?
No, Mr. Riley. To tell you the truth, I try not to think about this place when I'm not there.
And to tell you the honest truth, Mr. Turner, we try not to think too much about you either. But now that you are here, you might like to see what you can do for that poor bird over there.
What's the trouble?
Thunder and lightning, that's the trouble. Ahead of the storm, half the animals in the zoo panicked and took fright. I wouldn't have been surprised myself to find the poor old giraffes with their necks tied in granny knots.
Ring any bells? What was the actual programme?
Yeah. I used to watch it. Oh, it's a vet programme.
The zoo something.
Zoo vet. Oh.
Does your house have very thin walls? Is this why you whisper a lot?
The zoo. The zoo.
Any ideas?
Something.
Come on.
David Taylor's wrote his books, isn't it?
No, it's gone.
No?
The
Have a
zoo
guess,
vet. I don't know. The zoo.
He's a vet at the zoo, but I
Zoo
can't
vet
remember
or
the
something.
programme.
Well, let's have a look at it. And maybe you'll get the title from the clip.
To tell you the truth, I try not to think about this place when I'm not here.
And to tell you the honest truth, Mr. Turner, we try not to think too much about you either. But now that you're here, you might like to see what you can do for that poor bird over there.
What's the trouble?
Thunder and lightning, that's the trouble. At the height of the storm, half the animals in the zoo panicked and took fright. I wouldn't have been surprised myself to find the poor old giraffes with their necks tied in granny knots.
Yeah, it was a very good series. One by One was the title of it. It's 9-all. Okay, Jeff Capes goes through his routine again.
Here tonight, they're off. He's away. And it's a great jostle into the first bend. And the Yugoslav has knocked poor old George off his guard. And I think he may have been barged off there by the Yugoslav, put him down to fifth spot. The Yugoslav used his elbows, his knees and anything inside. It could get rough this. You see now on Seal, that German finish, there are hats. George will take a hat. He's forgotten to take his hat. He's having to come back. Well, this is Bedlam. Look at, and it's even worse, almost easier. This, France win it. From Switzerland. Yugoslavia down.
Right, 4 questions. Oh, very good, yes.
Stuart Hall.
Is this one of your favourite programmes?
Least favourite.
One of the least favourite, so you tended to notice it. Yes. Stuart Hall is the commentator.
Oh, that's Eddie Waring.
Eddie Waring. Up and Under is the clue, of course. And
Plays
the Joker.
Well, for a programme you don't like, you did do well. We'll be up to 13 points for the Black family. Right. The identity of one person from all these different bits and pieces. I've got some most peculiar things in here. Try that to start with. 4 points if you can tell me the name of the television person. Famous character on television. It's hair rinse, that is. I think it's mauve.
Yeah. Molly Sugden.
Molly Sugden. Not a bad go, but it wasn't Molly Sugden. I think this is going to give it away.
Edna Everage.
Yes, certainly, Dame Edna Everage. I'm sure you'd have got it at that point. Yeah, go on, try them on. See how you look. Go on, just try them on. And then you'd, of course, had the Australian connection from there. Oh, very nice. Can you do the voice as well?
Yes, darling.
OK, here's a clip. Use your bins to look at this clip and see whether you can improve on the score of 12 points.
I'm Starkers.
Miranda, dear, could you spare me a tiny moment? I can say what I have to say with my eyes shut.
What?
This.
Yes.
Egg.
Right.
Scrambled.
Brilliant.
Stuck.
True.
Disgusting.
I'm not asking you to eat it, Paul.
I am asking you to relieve me of the sight of it, dear girl.
Just turn a blind eye.
I have cast a professional eye over kitchens my entire working life. Kitchens and their utensils should be absolutely spotless. My standards are very high, and I refuse to lower them just because I happen to be sharing with someone for whom the scrambling of an egg is a culinary booby trap.
Give it here. I shall clean this pan until you can see your face in it. And I can't say you've a treat in store. I was about to have a bath. I take it you've left that in pristine condition?
Naturally.
Ady was just going, oh, I can't stand that. Have a look at this. Who cooked a messy bread? Oh, Miranda Pollard, quite right. And who left on the QE2 and ended up in Venice?
Nell
Gordon.
Meg Mortimer.
Meg Mortimer, quite right, yeah.
Sandy.
And finally, can you please whistle the theme?
Dun, dun, dun.
We always get the
They
singing.
deserve a point for that. That brings you up to 16. 16 for the Pains. OK, look at your TV set and some stills from our library. Can you please tell me the name of the programme?
Dempsey and Makepeace.
You're quite right, Dempsey and Makepeace.
Doctor Who.
No, it's
Metal
not
Mickey.
Metal Mickey.
Metal Mickey.
Metal
It's a
Mickey.
Dalek.
Yes.
That's Cliff Mitchell.
And
That's a
that's
good
tonight.
Songs of praise?
No, it's tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight, you're right.
Tonight.
Cliff Mitchell, do you happen to...
Yeah, there's got Adam somebody and Jamie somebody or something like that.
Robin
Rob,
Hall
that's it.
and
Yeah.
Jimmy McGregor. OK. Yeah.
Bonanza.
Yes, it was Bonanza. There's a couple of Royal Navy ambulance men coming up and trying to identify the script they're presenting.
Why do they have to do everything dressed up as tarts, sir? It's a terrible thing for a professional soldier like me to be in charge of this bunch of puffs. I wake up every morning thinking men. Give me real men.
I wake up thinking women. Give me real women.
Beg your pardon, sir?
Oh, sorry about that, Sergeant Major. Just sort of slipped out. I didn't mean that sort of woman for that sort of thing, you know.
Of course not, sir.
I mean to see an English lady again. To hear an English lady's voice. To see a slim white English lady's hand on a teapot pouring tea. Oh, hang it all. Why should I apologise? I'm not made of stone. Yes, I did mean that sort of woman for that sort of thing.
Oh, the Black family?
It ain't half hot, Mum.
It ain't half hot, Mum, you reckon? We can see whether or not you're right.
Why they have to do everything dressed up as tarts, sir? The terrible thing for a professional soldier like me to be in charge of this bunch of folks. I wake up every morning thinking, man.
It ain't half hot, Mum. You're in the lead by 1 point. Well, so far in the series, you've amassed nearly 80 points altogether. It could still mean that you're our champions by the time we get to Christmas, but at the moment, you're 1 point down. Let's see if you can get a full house on this TV clip.
One thing you gotta remember, man, this is an average audition, Leroy. Yeah, it's audition for big bucks. I mean, you realize how much getting this show could change my life? The main thing is you have to be an ideal contestant. No problem, guys, I'll be ideal. No, but that's not gonna be easy, man. In order for them to pick you, you have got to be Mr. Personality. You gotta be bigger than life. You gotta make them think that America is gonna take you into their heart. When America finds out how bad I need this money, they'll take me into their heart. Believe me. All right, check it out. First, you gotta act like you love the show. And that you love Happy Birthday. And that when you win that money, you are gonna do what? Go crazy!
I don't know about the first two, but you can count on the last one.
Your first question.
Came to school.
Who came to school in his string vest?
Leroy, was it? Danny. Danny? Danny's the Italian one. Is there a clue in there?
I don't know. Why do you press the button?
I want to know, but it's Leroy, wouldn't it? I want to say Leroy. Leroy, I think.
Well, that was hard work, wasn't it? Leroy, yes.
At the New York School of Performing Arts.
Yes, I think you're more right than we are in that instance, certainly. Who wields the stick?
Deborah Allen. What's her name? Lydia Grant.
Debbie Allen plays Lydia. And what are they told each week?
Oh, you want fame, but fame costs. And it's real, right where you start paying in sweat.
Very good. And you're quite right. Marvellous stuff. Full points. 20 plays 17. Jeff Capes goes through his routine again.
Oh, hello, darling. Listen, I want to tell you something.
Yeah? What is it?
Do you know where I found that dreadful stray cat that Judy's been feeding? I've always dreaded it.
On my parsley.
In the pram!
Well, perhaps he was just trying to be friendly.
Perhaps he was just trying to sit on the baby's face.
That's a bit antisocial, isn't it?
Henry, I'm serious. Cats do that. Haven't you read about it? They curl up and smother the baby.
Well, I know, darling, but you can get a sort of a neck thing, can't you, that goes over the pram?
Yes, well, it isn't just the pram, darling. It's the sofa, the cot, anywhere. The baby can't live under a net. It might develop a complex.
What sort of a complex?
Well, I don't know, darling, but if all the poor little soul ever sees of life is through squares of string, it might develop a psychological block against goalkeeping.
And your first question?
Not in front of the children.
Not in front of the children. Well done. 2.
Paul Damon.
Paul Damon. Well done. Very good. He was, yes, her husband in the first series. What do Wendy Craig and Dolly Parton have in common?
Certainly not their chests.
Oh,
A song.
Yeah, Butterfly.
Butterfly's a song.
Butterflies. Dolly wrote the song. Wendy is in the series. That's very good. Who does she flatter her?
Oh, Leonard.
Flutter her. Oh,
Jeffrey Palmer.
No, Leonard. It was Leonard.
Steady, Ron, steady.
It's called Leonard, yeah.
Leonard, yeah.
Yeah, well done. Jolly good stuff. 21 points for the Blacks, 22 the Pains. So, we have now a parade of famous television faces. 1 point, as always, for each correct answer. Johnny Morris, you got that right. Well done.
Joyce Grenfell.
Joyce Grenfell.
Mike Smith.
Yes, with a fishing net on.
Snoopy.
Snoopy, you're quite right.
Ian Carmichael.
Ian Carmichael. I think we're making these too easy. Oh, are they going to drop a point on this?
Oh.
No?
No idea at all.
Right, it's the man who counted them all out and he counted them all back. News reporter Brian Hanrahan.
Michael Bentine.
Michael Bentine. It's all square at the moment.
Gilbert Harding.
Gilbert Harding.
John Inman.
John Inman. Yeah, very good. Have we got time for a few more?
Dorothy Malone.
Dorothy Malone.
Yeah. What was that? Payson Place, wasn't it, that she was in, yeah?
Michael Parkinson.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Parky.
No, that one's completely got me foxed, that one. Any ideas?
Marion Foster. Is that it? That's it? That's all we've got? You blew it at the last moment. The champions, yet again, 26 plays 25. Well done, the Paynes. Oh, I really thought you were going to do that. Well, that's pretty exciting stuff. They are still the champions. They'll be with us at the same time next week. Commiserations to the Blacks. Thanks very much indeed. Gave them a very good run for their money. Make sure that you're with us at the same time to find out whether the pain still goes on Telly Addicts. Good night.